So I'll start with why did you choose soft tools?
I was pointed to it with SCORE. SCORE did, they had their process management, and what they were saying is they had a relationship with soft tools that you could take a process that you design in a process map or process model, and then they can convert it to an application. And you thought, oh, well, that's quite interesting. So I have a look at soft tools. The update date came along and said there was some training they were going to do that was available. So I said, well, I'll have a look at that to see, get a bit more in depth to see what it is.
You finished soft tools ABC course in like a week.
I knew I couldn't break anything. so
that's good. You got a sandbox environment.
Yeah, you got a sandbox environment. It was systematic, so you could go through it. In terms of the training, was quite simple to follow, and the fact that you sort of had an understanding what was going on made it quite enjoyable to do. I think as well is because sometimes when you've done the training, when you've clicked on the completed, it sort of archives that and you kind of go back into it. So you were able to do. So I did the first risk, fine. Then left it for a while and then went back and just reviewed what I did. So I'd made some mistakes. So I think the fact that the training was kept open, the processes were kept open, that made it quite easy because you could go back and review it.
You started Process Doctor how long ago, and where do you see it going when you start using soft tools for it?
Process Doctor is about technology, how we can use technology, sourcing the right technology for the right problem. If you were wanting to do a process for ordering stock, you would use soft tools. You could create something like that. You could build it in, and I mean, you could then sort of say, well, we're building that in, and we're working with the supplier, so it works all together. So it's about finding the right product for the right problem. It's about showing what the art of the possible is, and I think the other thing is it's about democratization of technology, which is, it sounds like a really arty-farty, but it's like sort of saying, well, we used to have these application teams who sit far away from us, and they weren't the easiest to develop, to deal with, and all of this. Where you say now, well, I mean, I've got no technical skills whatsoever, but I can build an app quite quickly. That is a transferable skill. So you don't actually have to, within your finance, within your HR teams, you could have a subject matter expert who's actually building the applications, maintaining the applications, keeping it going on.
Do you think you can achieve that with soft tools now, because now that you're already building things and you have plans of building more products?
I mean,
it's fitting your process and your daily work now.
We've got soft tools, simple software to use. Look what I've built, and you can use these. One of my ideas is I've got like a couple of tools I've put on my website, which you could create as apps, a business process management maturity model. So you could just go in and check that, see where you are. A project maturity, project health, just sort of some simple tools like that. I think organizations like soft tools have quite a close relationship with the users. So the development tends to be focused around what the users want, not what technical people can do.
What are your tips for future app builders, those who want to get into it? And if you have like, a checklist or anything that you would want to
do it.
Just
go for it. The thing is, what you're going to do is, I'll tell you what it is. I started saying something when I was building apps. Learn to fail fast and move on. The first one probably won't work, but take what you've learned from that and then just develop it. And don't worry about getting the perfect solution. You cannot break anything. Nobody's going to die. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Do it again. It'll be fine.